Yes, Steve.
Okay. Kevin, let's go back a few years to a movie, Shut Up in Oregon, Animal House. Now, you had a small role as a pledge being recruited by one of the fraternities. Now, what impact did that film have on your career?
None. Really, it had very little impact on my career whatsoever. The only thing that was kind of helpful about that film was that it helped me get an agent who then didn't get me work, but it did help me get an agent. So it was helpful in that way.
Now, when Footloose came out, I remember going to a store and seeing your picture on a Tiger Beat or one of those magazines on the cover, and I thought, geez, I wonder if this guy knows what he's getting into. Now, did the success of that film surprise you, and was that part a curse also?
Well, at the time when the film came out, the irony is that when I first wanted to become an actor, what I really wanted to do was be on the cover of Tiger Beat, because my heroes at the time were David Cassidy and Jack Wilde and Mark Lester and Bobby Sherman, all these kind of acting, rock and roll, sort of slightly, this is when I was a little kid. That's really what I wanted to be, was one of those guys, because they had money and girls and stuff. And so by the time Footloose came out, I had now found that what I wanted to be was a serious actor. I was in New York, and I was doing off-Broadway, and I'd been studying for a while, and the last thing in the world I wanted to be was a teen idol. So I was very reluctant. As a matter of fact, I think I fought it, as hard as I could. I didn't want to be on those magazines. They all asked me to do the covers, and I said no, and then they would just find pictures and stick me on anyway. And in some ways, I think I kind of sabotaged my own career after that point, because I just wasn't really ready to deal with that, or didn't want to.
Okay. One of your follow-up films was Quicksilver, a movie that was really heavily promoted, a lot of trailers in the theaters. Were you happy with the way that turned out?
No.
Why?
Because it wasn't a good movie. And it was kind of a missed, the concept was kind of Footloose on a bicycle. It was pitched to me in a different way, and turned out to be a different film than what I wanted to do next. And for the first time, I realized what being in a bomb was. And then I realized it again and again and again. Continued to realize about 4 pictures down the road. But again, these are life's lessons. And having gone through that time after Footloose, where I had it all, and then kind of just kept missing and missing and missing, the fact that I still can get a job, the fact that I still make films, has kind of taught me that I'm in this business to stay. That now they can't really knock me out, because I'll just get up and start swinging again.
When I sat down to see this film, I was thinking of Days of Thunder, and how Cary Elwes had a role in the film, and he seemed like his part was almost basically cut out. When you're co-starring with Tom Cruise in a film, were you a little concerned that maybe your part would be overshadowed by the hype surrounding Tom Cruise?
Those are two different things. Did I think I was going to get cut from the film?
Or maybe overshadowed?
Well, I think I am overshadowed. Let's face it. I'm very realistic about these things. It's a Tom Cruise film, and Jack and Demi are very big, formidable, presence in the film. And I'm, doing a smaller role. I did my best. I hope the film does well, because it's nice to be in films that do well. But I'm not looking to, walk away with the movie or something. It would be unrealistic.
Okay. Now, you're probably like me. When you were growing up, you watched a lot of All in the Family. Were there ever times that you were looking at Rob Reiner that you thought, hey, I'm being directed by Mike Stivic?
Yeah, no, actually, that's a funny thing. When I see the old episodes, sometimes I go, man, that is Rob, because my image of him now is so not, Mike Stivic. Plus I know him, so I don't think of him now as that guy, No, that didn't really cross my mind.
Okay. And was there any sense of irony for you that your wife in real life played Tom Cruise's girlfriend in a previous film?
That didn't really that didn't really strike me so much as ironic. No, I guess not. But actually, that is kind of funny. And then I went on to do a movie with Oliver Stone. And then, anyway.
Okay. And one quick last question. Doing a feature on mementos, the type of keepsakes that actors keep from their movies. Now, over the years, what kind of things have you kept from your films?
You know, it's funny how I tend to just want to dump that stuff, you know. For some reason, when I'm done with it, you know, I wish I had, but for some reason, when I'm done with it, I just want to let it go. I have my shoes, my military shoes from A Few Good Men, but only because I thought they looked kind of cool with suits for a while. I have an old T-shirt, I guess, from Animal House. It wasn't actually used in the film. No, I can't really think of anything else. No.